I have always been the chubby girl, the chubby friend, the chubby sister, the chubby cousin, the chubby coworker. I'm gonna give y'all my definition of people pleasing. What you do is you dissect that thing. You're gonna find out that it ain't everybody else's fault. It's some of it is your fault too. People don't like boundaries. They'll say anything to have you not setting boundaries. My phone is about to be ringing off the hook. Get in the habit of saying no. Reasons why you shouldn't lowball. Wow. Talk about a slap in the face. You gotta be woman enough, you gotta be strong enough, and you have to have discernment. It was a hard lesson that I had to learn. Hey y'all, I'm Raquel and welcome back to my channel where we are nevertheless and always the more. And if you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you can become a notification diva and you'll know when I upload videos. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I changed my life. Yes, honey, your girl made some changes. I have for you guys 5 life-changing tips that I applied to evolve into the woman that I am today. A more confident woman, more self-assured woman, and just a woman who knows that she's on a never-ending journey of evolving and change, and we're embracing it over here. I thought I would do a quick little get ready with me and share some of these tips with y'all. By the looks of the thumbnail, honey, you have seen that your girl definitely did a outer change, but the inner woman changed as well. So if you want to see how I changed my life from the outside in, stay tuned, keep watching. So we're barefaced and we're ready to do this makeup or whatever. We're gonna put on an outfit, we're gonna get cute, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. So let's just state the obvious. I lost 120 pounds to date. I'm saying to date because I recently just lost some weight. I'm currently documenting my journey on my channel, so I will tag some of these videos down below so you guys can follow along if you like to. Tip number 1 on how I changed my life, I lost weight. It's the number 1, okay? I was 293 pounds in my early 20s. So we'll just say I was 300 pounds. I had low self-esteem. I was miserable. I couldn't fit clothes. I just was down and out. I just wasn't living. I was carrying a whole bunch of weight on me, and I was getting to a point of I want to get gastric bypass surgery. Like, it was bad. Any weight is gonna hold you down, but when you get up into those 300s, you know, that's really something. So I was getting to like my breaking point. So I was like, I'm gonna get gastric bypass surgery. So I called my dad and to talk to him, and I said, Daddy, I'm about to do the steps to gastric bypass. He was like, no, Raquel. They said, Raquel, you don't have to do that. Push your plate back. That was his favorite saying. And just a little bit backstory. I have always been the chubby girl, the chubby friend, the chubby sister, the chubby cousin, the chubby coworker. I've always been chubby. I had never been that big. I gained like 100 pounds. But y'all, I was miserable. My knees hurt, my back hurt. It was a time in my life that I'm so happy I got out of. But my dad gave me that advice. I said, okay, so I'm not gonna do gastric bypass. I'll lose weight naturally. I still didn't lose it. 2 years later, I go on my weight loss journey. So it's about 2014. I get in the gym and your girl gets serious. I'm researching diets, I'm working out, I'm doing it all. And I hustle my way all the way down to 193 pounds. I lost 100 pounds in 2 years. And from there, I end up, this was in like 2014, so that's been like 8 years ago. My lowest weight to date has been 164. Currently, I'm 173. I've maintained that weight. I have never gained it back. Yes, my weight fluctuates like a 20-pound, difference, but for the most part, I have kept the weight off. Now I'm gonna talk to you about why weight loss is important. When I lost that weight, my life changed. people started treating me different. I started treating myself different. I started attracting different. People true colors started to come out, all kinds of stuff. I recommend weight loss to anybody who's carrying weight. If you're unhappy and you got some weight to lose weight. Have you thought about getting healthier? Have you thought about getting that weight off you? You probably wouldn't have time to be thinking about this if you was in the gym. I'm sorry, like that's just real. When I'm feeling down and out, I'm feeling like I can't accomplish something, I refer back to that and I'm like, I can do anything. I know I can. I lost 100 pounds and kept it off naturally. I'm still on the journey. For the most part, that was the #1 thing that changed my life. I got that weight off me. Weight is weighing you down, for real. That's why they call it weight. Weight is something going on mentally in your head, and it manifests in your life as pounds, as extra weight. It's something you need to do up here. Some has you eating when you don't need to be eating. Some has you making bad choices when you need to be making the right choices. You're pacifying something in your head with food. So it's a must. Shed that dead weight. You'll feel lighter, you'll feel better. But when you lose weight, you have to keep in mind also that the inner woman must change. And that is what raised to the surface on me. Like, I'm thinking that when I lose weight, all my problems are gonna go away. And they didn't. More problems came. More problems came, but for the good, but they came. My outer woman changed. My inner woman had work to do. When you lose weight, everybody's not gonna be happy for you. They may say they're happy, you may think they should be happy, but that's just the bottom line. People are going to treat you different. Some gonna treat you better, some gonna treat you worse. I don't even know if they're aware of it, but it just comes with the territory. I've gotten this weight off, I'm living my best life, I'm doing things that I ain't been doing, and now I got things in my life that don't serve this new Raquel. So that brings me into my second tip, which is I let things go that no longer serve me. Whether it was friendships, jobs, or ways of thinking. So we're gonna talk about all three of those. With friendships, sometimes when we're on a journey and we're growing, we wanna take everybody along with us, and we cannot. Some people will go, and some can't. So I found myself holding on to friendships that no longer served. We don't even have much in common anymore. We don't even really see eye to eye, all because I didn't want people to say, oh, you changed. You got that weight off and you changed. You know what I'm saying? People gonna talk about you regardless. You have to ask yourself, is this friendship healthy? After doing that, I cut people off. When it got too heavy for me, when I'm like, you know what, this isn't even fun anymore, I gotta let you go, I gotta release you. And that's a hard thing to do. I'm not gonna act like it's something easy. That's a decision that you have to think about, pray about. If there's someone in your life that don't need to be there. You gotta be woman enough, you gotta be strong enough, and you have to have discernment on when it's time to let someone out of your life. If that person no longer serves you, they no longer have a purpose, let them go. That also goes for jobs. I was in a job, sometimes you can be holding on to people because of the history. Like, oh, we're friends because I done known you for a while, or I'm staying at this job because y'all gave me a chance when nobody else would hire me. And although this is toxic, I'm just staying because, no, if you just staying in something because what? No. A big thing that I let go, that I released, was a way of thinking. In my 20s, I needed validation. I needed confirmation. I needed people to tell me what to do. And I would tell my business to my friends. If I was dating somebody, I would be like, he said this. he said this, what you think he meant by that? Or we thinking about doing this, or I'm about to cut him off, what you think? That's how I was operating. My discernment was at a low. I would tell people my standards. You know, the things that you should be keeping to yourself. I don't have to tell nobody what my standards are for my lifestyle or the person I'm a date or anything. Like, have some mystery about yourself. But I was scared to have mystery because I was so scared of making the wrong decision. So I would put people in my business. Go out to dinner, I'm talking, and then this happened, and then this happened. What you think? What you think? And then when you tell people what your standards are, ooh, girl, you gonna be single forever. Oh, girl, you already know that ain't gonna happen. Oh, girl, who you think you are? All that going on when I shouldn't be telling y'all nothing anyway. But I was so scared. I'm running out of my NARS. Y'all gotta do better with this bottle. I was so scared to make the wrong decision. Taking people advice all the time, asking people advice all the time. That right there is a major let go that I have done, for real. That right there, I got tired. I had to let that go. That no longer served me. I know that, listen, God is within me. God is guiding me. I have my own guiding system. I have my own light. I'm listening for my own intuition nowadays. Now, what I do is, if something brings me confusion and it don't feel good, I let that go. I back away from it. You know what I'm saying? I talk to God about it. I go do something to make me feel good. I go get off the subject. I don't call nobody spilling my business talking about this happened and that happened and I don't know what to do and I'm finna do this and I'm finna do that. Cause no, I just say, look, I really don't know what to do in this situation, Lord, but I know you got me and I'm gonna be okay. I release, I let go of it. I go have fun. I go do some self-care. I go do things make me feel good. I go take myself out. I pray. I sit still. I get quiet. I get silent. I meditate. I listen. And boom, my intuition starts speaking. Telling people my business, I let that go. You don't know what Raquel got going on. No, you can't. And so that's not to say that I don't want anyone's advice, because I love getting advice. I love hearing other people's perspective on things. But the way I was doing it was more out of, I'm lost, I'm confused. I'm not listening to my own intuition. I'm going off what you're saying, and what you're saying is more important than what I feel. Major mistake. How you feel is major. It's big. Listen to how you feel. Now, when I'm out with somebody or something, and somebody's talking to me, and I know I didn't ask them their opinion, but they drop a gem on me, I'm like, okay, Lord, that was God. Yeah, we ain't even on that conversation, but you didn't answer something that I've been asking. I take advice like that. But if somebody giving unsolicited advice, I just nod my head and be like, okay, oh, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know that I got my own intuition. So I let go of friends that did not serve me. I let go of work situations that did not serve, or anything that didn't serve me. And a major belief that I let go of is that I needed to be out here asking advice. I know that I'm a powerful woman. God gonna speak when it's time for me to know something. Which brings my third tip on how I changed my life is I went to therapy. Yeah. I went to therapy, y'all. I went for about a year. Learned so much about myself. When you go to therapy, okay, so therapy is becoming big now. It's not as taboo as it was, but I still got some backlash from it. At this point, I was still telling people my business or whatever. So I told someone, I'm thinking about getting some therapy, and I found out right then and there, ooh, I should have kept it to myself. You know, it wasn't well received, and I went anyway. What you learn in therapy is why you are who you are. They gonna dive into childhood, honey. You're gonna find out the sore spots in your life. You're gonna find out why you move the way you move. You're gonna find out that it ain't everybody else's fault. It's some of it is your fault too. You're gonna have to take some ownership when you go to therapy. So I learned, like, just diving into why I'm Raquel, why am I like this? This happened, oh, okay. Why you holding on to that though? This happened, you got a lesson out of it. Why you still operate in that though? That happened for your good. You learned the lesson, release that part and take the good. So my therapist was great. You know, I would tell her everything. It's some stuff I didn't tell my therapist that nobody knows. And she has helped me work through it. I learned the tools that I needed to learn. And one tool that I learned is something called cognitive thinking. Cognitive thinking is when you take a situation, it's you and two people. Y'all done had a little conflict. And you feel that this was supposed to go this way and that person feels that you're wrong or whatever the case may be. What you do is you dissect that thing. And when you're done with it, you find out if what you really was feeling was beneficial or was the other person right or whatever. 9 times out of 10, what you was feeling was beneficial. Say for instance, somebody said, you wrong, you low down, you aren't supposed to be doing it. And then I give my therapist the scenario, this is what happened. This person said I was this, I was mean, I was selfish, da 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 da. She'll be like, okay, we're gonna break down the situation. Why did you do this? What made you say this? Da 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 da. Do you feel that was selfish or do you feel like you were setting a boundary? I feel like I was setting a boundary. People don't like boundaries. They'll say anything to have you not setting boundaries. When you set a boundary, you stopping them. You cutting off access. They'll call you anything. That was something great that I learned in therapy. I don't go anymore, but I really think that everybody should go because I think that we've all been through something in life. I learned the importance of journaling. I learned the importance of being vulnerable. Vulnerability was something I was like pushing away from. Therapy taught me that it's okay to be vulnerable. The next tip, it's a compilation of a lot. It's people pleasing. I stopped people pleasing. So if anyone out there don't know if you're people pleasing, I'm gonna give y'all my definition of people pleasing. People pleasing can go under the radar, like how it did with me. I didn't even know I was people pleasing. But this is how you know if you're people pleasing. If you are doing something that jeopardizes your own well-being, you're putting somebody else's well-being before yours, I don't care on how low of a scale it is, you're people pleasing. If you're doing something that is an inconvenience to you, you're people pleasing. If you're jeopardizing your happiness for the happiness of someone else, you're people pleasing. If you're scared to say no, you're people pleasing. I was people pleasing. I didn't even know it. But it's that feeling of I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Or I think I should set a boundary right here, but I'm not doing it. You have to develop that mentality of this is my world. Y'all just live in it. It is my way. You know what I'm saying? I am first. I'm on a pedestal. I serve myself first, and whatever is left, I give to you. But I serve me first. You know what I'm saying? People pleasing was a big eye-opener for me. Once I realized that that's what I was doing, it clicked. It's like, man, I've been pleasing other people. I haven't been thinking of me. I was still in that mentality of the fat girl, the big Raquel. I don't want people to think I've changed. I want people to think I lost that weight. I became another woman, but I'm still the same old Raquel. I didn't want people to judge me and be like, ooh, you changed. So those thoughts had me pleasing people. No freaking way. You have to get your priorities in check. You have to set boundaries with people. You cannot please people. You can please yourself. So don't even try to please nobody. People pleasing had to go out of the window. When you are the main character in your life and you stop pleasing others, you're gonna lose people. You're gonna be called names. You're gonna be ridiculed. You're gonna be called selfish. People are gonna say you think the world revolves around you. I've been called names. I have been called names for sticking to my guns. Like, no, that doesn't serve me. Start asking yourself, how does this benefit me? Am I benefiting from this, or am I being inconvenienced by this? This is a major inconvenience. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I wish I could help you, but I can't do that. Get in the habit of saying no. No is your best friend. But let me tell you this. Once you start telling people no, people are not gonna like that. You have to be strong within yourself to know that I don't want to do this and I don't have to do this. When you're a people pleaser, you attract negative people, you attract needy people, you attract insecure people. You start attracting the bottom of the barrel, pleasing everyone. You know what I'm saying? Main character energy this is what I want to do. What I want to happen is gonna happen. And it's not coming from a mean, standpoint. It's just coming from a place of, I'm thinking of me, just like you thinking of you. Because if you thinking of the other person, but they're thinking of themselves, because a lot of people are, where does that leave you? That's gonna leave you jacked up. So you have to ask yourself something very important. Why do I feel like I have to please people? You find that out, you stop, and then you start pleasing yourself. What does pleasing yourself look like? It means taking the greatest care of you. It means being your own protection. It means putting your self-care on a high pedestal. It means setting boundaries. It means looking out for your well-being. It means telling people no. I'm not pleasing you, I'm pleasing myself first. If I can please you second, I got energy to please you. You come next. I love pleasing people. I love making people feel good, but I love making me feel good first. That changed my life. I am always doing this makeup look. Just a little bronzer on the lid with going in with the ColourPop and putting a little pink on there. It's like my favorite thing to do. It's all I know how to do, y'all. I ain't no makeup girl now. I'm gonna put my lashes on and started baking my contour. Anyway, so my last tip on how I changed my life, I actually saved for like a little story time, little mini story time. It was a hard lesson that I had to learn. So the very last tip is I stopped lowballing myself, not knowing my worth or whatever. All right, little story time on lowballing. Reasons why you shouldn't lowball. Why I stopped lowballing myself. So after my weight loss, I started a personal training business. I fell in love with fitness and I love helping people lose weight. So I'm like, I want to be a trainer, but who's going to take me serious or whatever? How am I going to get myself out there? So I had someone reach out to me and, they was like, I need help. Can you help me? She saw my journey or whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for me to get myself out there. At the time of her asking me this, I had helped someone lose 70 pounds already. Not training them, just helping them. Yeah, eat this, no, eat that, work out this way, In my mind, I'm like, I know I can help people lose weight. So she's like, help her, whatever. I keep repeating myself, I'm rambling. Anyway, she's like, help her. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this would be a great thing for my marketing. So I tell her, I'm like, hey, you can be my guinea pig. You don't have to pay me anything. We're gonna take some before and after pics or whatever. I'll help you lose weight and you'll be great for, and it's all over and done. I'll have your before and after. Cool, you know? If you hear noise in the background, people are out cutting grass and everything. Let me just say that. Riding motorcycles and everything, honey. So I started training her, and we taking before pictures. I got her measurements. I came up with her a meal plan. I'm meeting her at the gym. We're working out 2 times a week. She's coming to my house. I'm setting up equipment in my garage. My job is calling like, hey, on my off days, hey, can you come in and work today? You know, we're shorthanded today. No, I can't. You know, I'm turning down money to train her for free, you know? And so 6 weeks, that's our little plan. You know, we're gonna do this for 6 weeks. We're gonna see where we can get you in 6 weeks. Well, in 6 weeks, she loses 15 pounds and her transformation is remarkable, y'all. It's remarkable. I'm blown away. I can't even believe it. I'm making her little side-by-side collage and I'm like, wow. She takes the front pictures, side pictures, all that. I'm just like, my business is about to, this is it. I can do this. I'm a personal trainer. I'm about to put these pics out. My phone is about to be ringing off the hook. I send her the picture and you know, I'm like, congrats, this is your before and after. You know, congrats, you did great, blah, blah, blah. I have made a collage and I blanked out her face, you know, from here up. It's just from here down, pretty much showing her stomach or whatever. And I'm like, do you mind if I post your picture on my social medias for, you know, my promotion of my business? You know, I'm trying to get my business up off the ground. I won't tag you. I won't tell nobody it's you. You know, your face is completely blanked out. I'm thinking in my head, you know, I've seen a lot of people do this. You know, fitness influencers, they run their business, they post pictures, they blank their people out who don't want to be seen. You know, who, you know, I'm just thinking, you know, I'm thinking, I'm assuming, okay? So I asked her and she says, no, sorry, I hate that first picture of me. What? What? I'm like, wow. Talk about a slap in the face. Wow. Talk about make sure you have all your ducks in a row and make sure you have an understanding. But mainly, talk about why you don't need to be doing nothing for free. Why you don't need to lowball yourself. Why you even thinking you gotta do stuff for free to get what you need. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, for 6 weeks, I've done all of this and you lost weight and I have nothing to show for it. I can't even put it on my page. I got nothing out of the deal. That lasted literally like a second because like I said, it's like God spoke to me like, Raquel, you shouldn't have did that no way. You ain't gotta work, you don't have to do that for free. You could have set a price for your efforts. You could have asked for a payment for your service. You thinking you weren't good enough to charge her. And this is what happened. And I didn't get, you know, anything from that. I learned a major lesson. And that's not to lowball myself. I'm worthy. I come with a price, always. I come with a price in everything. In every aspect of life, I come with a price. You know, I'm worthy. To this day, I still have this picture in my phone of her transformation and I've still never showed anybody. But let's talk about the good that came out of that. So from that, I said, you know what? I am gonna still train. I'm about to make me some business cards. I'm about to put myself out there. I'm not certified, but who cares? At the time, I was going to a personal trainer who wasn't certified. I booked off of his physique and knowing that he knew how to work out and he trained me. Everybody's not looking for a certified trainer or whatever. So I'm like, no, I'm not a certified trainer, but I have lost over 100 pounds and maintained the weight loss. And I have helped 3 people lose weight. I came up with me like a policy for my business, and I said I'm gonna make me some business cards and I'm gonna market myself and I'm gonna give me some clients and they gonna pay me. Wrote out my policy and I'm like, you know, if you train, this is what I can do for you. This is my policy, you must be on time. If you cancel, this gonna happen. If a no-show, this gonna happen. If you're late, this gonna happen. And the kicker of the whole thing, y'all, I even put in my policy, now I ain't trained nobody yet, but this girl, you know, I even put in my policy, must pay for all your sessions up front. Y'all ain't even worked out with me yet, but you gotta pay me up front. My packages come in 6 sessions per package, and I need the money up front. Do you know, these people, 3 clients, all was like, okay, no problem. What's your cash app? What? Oh, y'all trust me like that? Y'all don't even want to see if we a good match? Nothing? Y'all just paying? Oh my God. Wow. While I'm over here working for free, didn't even get nothing out of the deal, y'all done sent me the money of 6 sessions. What lesson I learned in that? Don't lowball yourself. And whatever you think is what it will be. Me thinking that I was a worthy trainer got me to attract people that thought I was a worthy trainer. And I trained them and they let me post them on social media and everything. So that lesson wasn't all lost, you know. It was something that I needed to know. I just needed to know. I had to learn it that way. God saw fit that I learned it that way, and I learned it. And no hard feelings to the young lady at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. She doing what I'm telling y'all to do. Be selfish. She was not being a people pleaser. She did not like her picture, that before picture of herself, and she said no, it is not going on social media. So hey, good for her. And good for me too. It worked out for the both of us. Know your worth and add tax? Yeah, do that. Live that way. This is my world. This is how I want it to go. I have been absolutely loving this setting spray. How did I change my life? I lost weight. I let go of things that no longer served me. I went to therapy. I stopped people pleasing and I stopped lowballing myself. I hope that helps someone. We're gonna be casual today, y'all. It's hot. You know, I ain't doing too much. We're gonna be cute, but we're gonna be casual. Don't mind being casual sometimes, you know? All right, y'all, so this is the look of the day. I'm wearing this top from Express. This is their body contour top. I got it last year. I just folded it. It actually comes about right here, but I folded it so that it gives a little peekaboo. These pants I love. I got them from Boohoo. Love the split. They're like a mom jean or whatever. I just love that how they flatter me. They give me room to, you know, eat. I love this little split down the side. These are just some clear heels that I got from Amazon. This bag is the Gucci Dionysus Supreme wallet on chain. Absolutely love this bag. And for when I step outside, I will have on my sunnies from H&M. And yeah, this is the look. All right, y'all, so that's gonna conclude today's video. I hope these tips can help somebody out there as much as they've helped me. I thank God for the experiences and scenarios that brought this stuff up to the surface. 5 years from now, I may have a whole nother list of things. I may be a completely different woman, and that's okay. We are constantly changing and constantly evolving. To know that things are working out for you always. Things are always working out for all of us. And as long as we're mindful and attentive and aware of what's going on and using it to make our life better, we'll be okay. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you made it this far, please consider subscribing. Videos go up on my channel every Wednesday and Friday, but just to be on the safe side, go ahead and turn on your notification bell so you won't miss a thing from me. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.
Then dip me underway. You can fill my mind for flow. Hold me till I scream for air breathe, and wash me over until